another normal day. Then live little as you drifting down. Sounds the talked along the way. A dog lit open with the ears that fly creek and looked around and pointing propane marching down and started laughing at the crowd. Little green tourists everywhere, pointing fingers in the air and glad at what they see. Every secret on TV. Little green tourists in the street, mocking everyone they meet. You think your lives are safe? They're already on display. One points at a businessman. His suitcase pops and hits the ground. Oil pots rolling everywhere, while people gather all around. Another points a bigger highest, and it on TV. The street behind him flickers buttons, shows what he did secretly. Little green tourists everywhere, pointing fingers in the air and loud at what they see. Every secret on TV. Little green tourists in the street, mocking everyone they meet. You think your lives are safe? They're already on display. They sit on lamps and traffic signs, taking pictures of our lives. Tiny cameras flash you bright while the whole world starts to fight. Little green tourists everywhere, pointing fingers in the air and loud at what they see. Every secret burning free. Little green tourists in the sky, watching every little attitude which you conceal. They know everything for real.
The Martians landed near a base, a tank was rolling into place. The soldiers shouted, "Fire now!" The Martians wondered why and how. They watched the maps and arrows, read the human general shook his head. He shouted orders left and right, but none explained the reason for the fight. Why are they fighting? Why do they shout? Why build a missile just to send it out? Why are they marching day and night? No one seems sure why there's a fight. A rocket pointed to the sky, a soldier proudly standing by. A Martian scribbled in his notes, these humans love explosive toys. They draw big circles on their maps and argue loudly over traps. Each side declares they must be right, get both prepare another fight. Why are they fighting? Why do they yell? Each one insists they're winning well. Why build explosions all day and night? No one explains the reason to fight. One Martian tied a tank and knots another turn. The bombs and dots, a rocket burst and flowers white. The soldiers stared in puzzled fright. Why are they fighting? Why are they fighting? Why all this noise? Why all this noise? They call it corn, or the Martians call it voice. Why all the shouting day and night? Perhaps these humans simply like to fight. Planet Earth, report tonight. Species curious, so let's to fight. My perplexing is just wreck to fight.
The Martians came with pens and chalk to study Earth and all its parts. They saw the smoke, they saw the slide. They said it's getting good with time. They watched back of the sliding snow. They watched the chimney cars flow. One Martian sniffed the poison air and smiled as if it smelled quite rare. No need to invade, no need to fight. The humans walk the planet every day and night. They blacken the water, they darken the sky. The Martians watch them working and never wonder why. They found a beach of plastic sand with toxic bubbles on the strand. One Martian posed beside the way and said the whole thing showed great taste. They saw the heat, they saw the flame, a burning forest all the same. And Turks lit snacks beside glow, a more meaningful show. No need to invade, no need to land. The humans war the oceans and sterilize the land. Melt the gold horizons, flood the streets below. The Martians love with pleasure and power. Martian rid, radioactive, and called the moon attractive. They watch people sweat and run beneath the far too friendly sun. They check their list and mark each part, eat more waste a decent start. One Martian by the source of life was down upon a human mess. Tap the earth and softly gritted and picked your rollers in. No need to invade, no need to win. The welcome mat is smoking, they're letting Martians in. They poison all the gardens, they dull the ocean blue. The Martians laugh together, they do the